Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to start our first video, which is we are going to solve a LeetCode problem named to-sum. So we can read the description of this problem. Given an array of integers nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers that they are add up to the target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. There will be no more than one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. So this is a constraint and this is an advantage. You can return the answer in any order, and this is also an advantage. So here is our test case. uh, Nums is an array of elements, and they will also give the target element, which is a number. So we need to find the two numbers which we can add, which will produce this target element, and we want to just give the return back the indices only. So our constraint is the array length will be 10 power 4. So if we do the n square also, it will be worked, but we also have an optimal solution, so that I am going to teach you. And there is a follow-up also. Can you come with an algorithm that is less than n square? So we can solve in n square also, and we can also solve in on, and there is only one valid answer exists. There will not be more than one solution. So here we can say, so it is an advantage also. So we need to just find the only one solution. There is no combination of solutions. So here we can see that the input from the user will be nums, which has the array of elements, and the target will be 9, which is an integer. So our naive approach is we can form the two for loops. One is to I to n minus 1, because why n minus 1 means I will tell you later. Because the second for loop is j is equal to I plus 1. If we go I to n, then when the I is equal to n, there will be no I plus 1 there, so there will be an array out of bound exception error. So we will go to n minus 1. So j will be I plus 1. Why we said the I plus 1 means we don't want to go back to the previous elements, which will be traversed by this first for loop, which is I. So we start the initialization by the I plus 1. So as you can see that we will see all the combinations of nums I plus nums j. When it will return the target, we will return the indices only. So there is a mistake. We will return the only the indices. If we didn't find, we will return an empty array. So this is a pseudocode for the naive approach. Another one, we can do the optimal approach. For the optimal approach, we need to study about the complement. Complement means nothing but if we take one number from the array, and if we subtract from the target element, we will have a complement. So we will need to find this complement which is in the in this array present. If for example, if the nums of 1 is 5, means 9 minus 5 is 4. If we search through this array, if there is a 4, then we can return this indices and also the fourth indices. So for that we will use the HashMap technique, which is a map. So mapping technique, which is very useful by storing the frequency or indices or anything. So the optimal approach will be we will use only one for loop which will goes from 0 to n, and we will identify the complement from the every elements in the array, because we didn't know which element pair will be get answered. So we will try all the possibilities. Next we will check the condition. Before that we can see we will add the elements to the hash map one by one, and also the indices also to return back the answer. And the hash map, in this approach I use Java. So there is a method called contains key, we can easily check whether the element is present in the hash map or not. If it is present, then then it will give back the complement index. So we will return back the complement index also, and the suitable array element we can check by the dry run also. Okay, let's take a look out of that. We can see the for loop will be run and the I will be here. Okay, then in the number is 2, so the 9 minus 2 will be 7. So it will check the map has a 7. No, because the currently the hash map is empty. So we will add the 2 element in the hash map, and we will also store the indices. Next we will go through the 7th element, then we will again perform the operation 9 minus 7, which is 2. So in hash map this is called key and this is called value. So we can check all the key at the same time by giving the element. So we have to find the 2 is present in the hash map, which is a key value. Yes, it is present. So we return the 2th index, this index, and also this element index also, which is 1. So it will give back the element as 0, 1. So this is an answer. So this is my Java code also. As you can see that this is an main function of my Java code, and we will pass the nums array and the target element. And before we used to map and hash map, we need to import it from util library, and we will go through the for loop. And as you can see that I used my approach like by calculating the complement, and we will see whether the hash map contains the key element or not. You can another way is by uh, by we can use the 2 separate for loops by putting the elements in the map in the first for loop, and second for loop we can see whether the complement is present or not. But it is but we can compress into a single for loop also. So this is my answer. If you like this video, you can subscribe and like. Thank you.